Somebody got to say it. And I'll be the bitch to say it. This whole concept of a man having to get a bitch the world and she ain't got to give him nothing but pussy has to be the most delusional shit that you hoes ever came up with in your motherfucking life. You want him to come in paying bills, but bitch, if he asked you to pay his bills, you wouldn't do it. You want him to spend all his money on you, out to eat, little game night, date nights, and all this other shit. But the moment this man asks you to pay for something, bitch, you're offended.
When you ask any woman, what value do you bring to a relationship, they have no answer for that. They only have answers for what value do a man have to bring to that relationship. But here's the thing, remember, they offer no value. So for you to get that no value treatment, you have to bring value to her life. Yo, what's up YouTube? I am back with another video. Listen man, in life we have goals, but one of our goals on this channel is to hit 10,000 subscribers, bro. And that is possible if you take only 2 seconds to smash that subscribe button. I'm just waiting for you. Alright, you done? Now let's continue.
Do women need men?
No. We don't.
Why not?
We are capable of being happy without a man.
Oh, how does that make you feel?
She's got me, so.
He still makes me happy, but
Do women need men?
no. No.
So why did you say that men need women, but women don't need men?
Because usually men are useless. Sorry. Okay.
Did you say that to your father?
I don't know.
No, I'm serious. Is your dad useless?
No.
Do women need men?
No.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless.
What does a man do, Walter? A man provides for his family. And he does it even when he's not appreciated or respected or even loved. He simply bears up, and he does it because he's a man.
Man, I can tell you that it's never been easy to be a man. You know, it's a very tough thing to do, bro. To be a man, it's crazy. It's never been easy. You know, they'll never appreciate you till you're gone. Just imagine that girl, bro, saying men are useless, you know, including her dad, because she had no answers. When she been told, hey, is your dad useless? She didn't know what to say, you know. So it means he's useless. But just imagine, bro, he been there for her since she was a child, since she was born, bro. Taking care of her until she's growing up, and now she's saying that man is useless. That tells you a lot about that girl. It's crazy, man.
I just want to point out to you snaggletooth some bitches who decided that in the comments of one of my videos where I was praising my husband for being a good man, where you guys were like, you're obsessed with him. You should really figure out how to not be around him like that because it's good to be independent. Fuck you. You bitches don't even have a man. So if I want to be a husband's girl, because that's what I am, I'm all about my man, my man, my man. Do you understand? Then I'm going to do that. If I decide to get up on here and praise him because he decided to take care of me the way that God sees fit, then I will. And you sorry, miserable bitches can suck my ass cheeks from left to right and then in a fucking circle. And then after, matter of fact, you can kiss my ass 2 ways to Sunday and twice on a motherfucking Monday. All right? Because at the end of the day, I don't understand for the life of me what type of miserable bitch you have to be to decide to go to somebody's video where they are happily married to a person who loves them and then spew such hatred and vitriol. It makes 0% of fuck all sense to me. So, I'm gonna go back in and kiss up and love up on my husband because I have a man. Have a day.
Can you believe that? They've been offended by her for just living a good life, having a good and caring husband. Happy marriage, everything is smooth, perfect, no drama. They hated it. So they want her to suffer. They don't wish good for her.
Do you have a problem with independent women, Mr. Center?
Just in case you didn't know, and I think you do know, I think you've watched a good amount of my content. the monikers the saint and the sinner, and for short people call me the saint. You could also call me Marquette Burton. Passive aggressive is not something that I respect because I'm a masculine man. I'm aggressive, which is to say, if you want to come for me, be aggressive, be straightforward, and I will crush you. You see?
Okay, so we gonna have are we gonna have a
You're carrying on with the interruptions. You'll notice when you're speaking, I'm not interrupting you, I'm listening to you, and this is why you have to learn from me. The male is the natural leader. You're behaving as a child does, which is a pity that you would even have a child while behaving like a child.
I find it funny because the one thing which offends these modern women a lot is telling them that a man is a leader. They hate it. They want to be men. They want to lead as well, and that's not possible, bro. It will never happen. Women have to follow. Men have to lead. That's how God created this universe.
When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, and I was like, so what are we gonna do? And he just kept playing and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. So it was like within a couple days he moved out.
Some people think relationship is like a game, and this is why we keep seeing videos like this. So she decided to get a divorce, and once she told her husband, his reaction shocked her. She couldn't believe he didn't try to fight for her. She expected he would oppose it or at least show some sort of reaction as someone who still wanted to be in that marriage. But since he didn't care, she felt offended. What got to her the most was the fact that he got home and played his video game as if nothing had happened. And the next day, he got everything ready to leave.
Man, I can tell that dude, he was tired of his wife, for real. She has problems, and she's so dramatic because reaching a stage of going to a therapist, it tells a lot. And he was like, yo, I'm done with this, I'm done with this, for real, I'm tired. So at that time she brought up, yeah, let's get a divorce. He was like, damn, I was waiting for this moment.
I don't want to be with my husband anymore. His energy is impacting my energy. I got with my husband out of potential. He had the potential to be a great earner, to be a great father. And you know what? He is a great father, a great provider. He's not a great partner. I am chaotic and wild, and I love that about me. And for the longest time, he anchored me. He held me down. I would be fine doing everything on my own. He just makes things a little easier with childcare and money and money. Maybe he'll change. He won't. And if he does change, it's not at the pace that I am changing. And I am changing so rapidly. I need to fly away. I want this dissolved.
A few moments later.
I feel like I've been going through the stages of grief of my marriage for the past 4 years. I got sober, I got healthy, and I realized if I worked on myself enough, then we would fit better. So much couples counseling, so much individual therapy, so much internal trauma work only made our disconnect stronger.
This is happening because these women, they offer nothing to a marriage, to a relationship, They're so entitled. They think for them being in a relationship, it's about them. They only receiving, but they don't give out anything. But if they give out, just understand it will be only problems, trauma, and like making your life so hard, hurting you emotionally there. So it means like you get no value to them. But you have to provide to get that no value treatment. You see? This is why a man stays single and never get married, for some reason like this.